For a little unheard of city, look at this freaking massive freaking park entrance. Like, this is a Disneyland style. Look at this. Look at this. Tuihua, that's the name of the city right here. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Tuihua. Tuihua. What's up, everybody? We just left the city of Wenyuan. We are now in the city of Tuihua, a random quiet beach city. And the big question in this video is, can Tuihua meet the requirements of a Western traveler for a long-term stay? Stick around. We don't have anything booked. We haven't booked a hotel. We haven't booked any activities. So we're actually just right now on our way to go check out 2 hotels. I kind of narrowed it down to 2. They're almost in the same neighborhood. I wanted to take a look at them. One looked a little smaller on the actual Agoda ad. One looked a little bigger with a higher price tag. So we're actually going to go pop in really quickly, and we're going to check out both of these hotels and see which one we're going to stay at during our trip in Tuihua. It is small. It's not terrible. I think this one is $10 US a night. You have a little bit of a balcony, but yes, the balcony doesn't really see anything. You have this one, right? And it's perfect for probably one person. They do have a fan, which is cool, and an AC. So I'm assuming this looks like a queen size bed. It's just a little weird because you open up your door right to a balcony, but the balcony, like I said, you don't really see anything. You have your free water, you got your kettle, TV. Fluffy's first word here was, oh, it's small. So this one's $10 though. $10 and you're within 5 minutes of the beach. So let's take a look at the bathroom. The bathroom's very clean, very nice, very modern, very clean. This is the $10 a night room. Perfectly fine bed. I love it has the AC and the fan, and then you got a little bit of a closet. So this is the family of 4. This is a much bigger room. Look at this. There is 2 beds here. They have the same style, nicer bathroom. Long hallway. I always hate when the hotels kind of take up all this space. This space could be used for something much, much better. Same thing. AC and the fan. 2 big queen size beds, but look, this room is double. It's double the size. So it's double the size of the smaller one. And I think this is $17. I'll pop up the exact information of how much, but I'm pretty sure it's $17. Now, the only thing that sucks about this one is that this is a window, so it doesn't have the balcony. So the smaller one has the balcony, but it's smaller. The bigger room has the larger size, but it doesn't have a balcony. It has a big, giant window, which is nice, but it does not have the balcony. So this is $17, I believe. Same thing, comes with water. You get 4 bottles because it's obviously a place for 4 people. You have this, you have the beds, the AC, the fan. The bathroom's very nice. The bathroom is actually about the same size as the smaller room, but the actual living space of the room is much bigger. So those are your 2 options. We're gonna take a look at that. And then we have one other hotel that's a little bit, supposedly it's a little bit closer to the main prime area. Okay. Let's take a look at this one.
It's dirty.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Yes, push them together. Okay, so. No. Okay, so it is a nice bathroom. It's about the same size as the other bathroom. You do get your little complimentary stuff. You get the kettle, you get the mini fridge. there is a closet in here. They haven't cleaned yet, so she let us know that they didn't clean. We're still early. It's like 8 o'clock. It's got the TV. What they're saying is that they would pull this out and then push these together.
Yeah, together.
Push them together. Okay. So what they'll do is they'll pull this out and then they'll push these together. And then that is a partial sea view. It's somewhat of a partial sea view.
If you book city view, I upgrade for you. And in your room, to small water on the table, coffee and tea is free every day.
Yeah, okay.
And breakfast service.
Breakfast service, okay. So the only thing is, it's kind of.
Outside is dirty.
It's outside. It's dirty. They don't wash this, no.
Because few 3 ago, the rains. Yeah.
So you guys get somewhat of a view, but it's very hazy because the window is dirty. But so here's a chair, the TV. They do replenish your water. They did say what they'll do is push the beds together. So AC.
Yeah.
That's the AC. Okay, that's the AC. And then internet. Internet works good.
Internet, no password.
Okay, no password, but internet works good. Yes.
You connect this room.
Okay.
No password.
Okay, I got it.
Automatic.
So I think I think these are in every single room. Okay. And this is the deluxe city view. So after we had decided to stay at this hotel, we were still a little bit early and they wouldn't do an early check-in, which was kind of weird. We usually always get an early check-in. The place didn't seem full, but whatever. So we asked them, is there any good place to eat? She basically pointed down the street. So we walked down, I guess you would call it kind of a residential area, to the main street almost. And we were just kind of looking through all different random places. I seen a sign stick out saying Bonet, and I knew, hey, this must be a good place. So we popped in here really quickly. So anything that has Bonet on the menu, I do like to check out. And it's a nice big spot. Shockingly, there's not anybody out eating food. I have no clue why, but we don't see anybody out. So let's check this menu out really quick. And obviously, you guys know I'm gonna try one of their bonnets. It looked a little bit different. The meat looked good. It looked like it almost had like cheese or something mixed in, because the sauce was definitely not the normal bonnet colored sauce. But it was actually pretty good. It was cheap, and we enjoyed ourselves. It wasn't too far from our place. So we already knew we were tired from the time that we ate breakfast. We've been kind of getting up during this whole trip, getting on a train at 5 or 6 in the morning. I think we got here about 8 o'clock. It was a couple of hours from Quy Nhon to Tuy Hoa. So we said we're going to take it easy today. We didn't have too many things on our agenda for Tuy Hoa. There is a really, really cool night tower, I guess you would call it. Actually, the tower is 24 hours a day, but at night, the tower lights up and everybody talks about this is the place you have to check out in the city of Tuy Hoa. That was one of the things we wanted to get accomplished. We heard there is a nice beach. We definitely wanted to check that out. Supposedly, there's a street market somewhere by the beach. We didn't have too much idea of what that would be like. And someone told us there's a really cool park here. So I was kind of surprised because it's kind of a random city, but they said do not miss the park. So those are on the agenda. I think we're going to probably check out most of that stuff tomorrow on our second day, because we just wanted to relax today. So we're just going to check that out, get situated, relax, enjoy our place. And now we're going to start the day off at checking out the beach. Perfect time. We got our rest in. We enjoyed our hotel. A little expensive, but like I said, we enjoyed it. This is part of the reason that we travel, to check places out, see if they're worth it. decide what's good, decide what's bad, decide what we wouldn't do. So we're gonna go head down to this beach. This is the kind of allure of why people come to this city, is because of this nice, pristine beach that they say that nobody really hangs out at. So guys, we are here. I have the Undertaker hat on today, or at least that's what you guys call it. We are just leaving our hotel right here, the Sunflower Hotel. It's just about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is out. It's very, very hot. But I love this about the city. Look, there's no traffic. No traffic. We can literally walk backwards. We can walk and shoot YouTube video on the street. No problem of being ran over. But we are gonna come down here. We are gonna go to the beach, and I have a feeling that we're gonna be the only people on the beach. Not a single soul on this beach. We have a private beach this way, and look at this. Not a single soul. It looks like way down there, there's some employees at that restaurant. There is some construction, but there does not look like there's anybody on this beach swimming, enjoying it, a chair, or nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. It's always that first initial, ah, that is cold. It almost got my balls. Man, that's cold. That first blast always gets you. But actually, I was gonna say that it doesn't have that many waves, but it does have waves right here.
Yeah, Mark, this could be around,
because look.
maybe waist if I go to the green area.
Yeah.
It would be like, it would really sink you.
Yeah, because you could tell with the darker color. So if you guys look, the green and the blue separates it.
The water is clear. Look.
The water is cold though, Fluffy.
Yeah. Well, it's clear water.
But here, it doesn't look, if you don't see this part, the waves look very calm, but the waves are just right here.
Yeah.
But everything past this part doesn't have the waves. The water is shockingly a little cooler than Da Nang's water, and it looks like they're either moving some sand, or maybe they're building something here. I don't know if they're building something, but this city is a very quiet local place. It's very interesting. I would recommend it for a quick layover, going to Nha Trang or something like that. But I couldn't see myself living here long term. There's just not enough options. There is places closed down like at 10 o'clock at night. It's very local. We've seen one foreigner so far on this trip, so it doesn't cater to tourists. It's not a tourist city. It is a cool little spot to stop by for 2 or 3 days, but it's definitely not a replacement for Da Nang, in my opinion. It's even less busy and less touristic than a city like Wien Yan, which is even by far less touristic and livable for me than Da Nang. So this is our last spot on the beach. We only have a few hours left before we get on the train, and we're gonna head to Nha Trang in the very morning. For a little unheard of city, look at this freaking massive freaking park entrance. Like, this is a Disneyland style. Look at this. Look at this. Tui Hua. That's the name of the city right here. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Tui Hua.
I hope.
Tui Hua.
I hope.
And this is just the entrance, so they have a whole nother side over here, and then look at the park. I'm telling you, this is, let's go in here.
Yeah.
This is like freaking Disneyland park entrance. I've been to amusement parks that are not even this awesome at the entrance. They'll just have like a ticket stand and stuff like this, but look at this. Look at this. This is just a park entrance. It's just so shocking that, like, I hate to say it this way, but it seems like this is overkill for how small this city is. I know you guys might say, oh, no, but look, we just went, all the 2 water fountains that we've seen here have no water in them. And we're like, wait a second, why is there no water in the water fountains? But yet, they have this thing blaring National Lampoon's Christmas lights. That's, I don't know if it comes across on the camera, but that's like a hologram snake. Like, it's a hologram glaring. Look at this. This place is huge and it's just a regular park. Like if I was a local, I'd be walking in this park every single night. Instead of like walking down those dark streets, I'd be walking here. So as we were let out of the Grab, we noticed there was a bunch of people here, mostly younger people. And this tower, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly, is called the Ning Fong Tower. It's 35 meters high, so it's pretty damn tall. We seen a bunch of young people hanging out, obviously taking the social media pictures, and it's kind of cool. It kind of looks like Tetris. Or some people say Roblox. I'm not familiar with Roblox, but it lights up. It's kind of like a cool tower lidded monument. Some people try to climb it. It is pretty tall, and you can kind of get up and down a few spots pretty easy, but you would basically have to be Spider-Man to get all the way up to the top. But this is kind of the cool landmark that people come visit besides the beach in the city of Tuy Hoa. Tuy Hoa, I should have mentioned, is in the province of Phu Yen, which I've heard about, and some people have kind of told me, go check it out. But so far, the city is pretty cool. It kind of feels like it's a much local, secluded city rather than a tourist city for sure. And actually, this was probably the best night that we enjoyed here. We definitely enjoyed the beach earlier in the day. And then the two best things that I can kind of remember from this trip, especially in Tuy Hoa, was the park that we just left. It was almost like an amusement park. And then also this tower. So this is kind of the cool way to end our night. And this trip in Tuy Hoa was checking this out, checking out the lights, getting a few pictures. I actually did a live stream from here, and some of you guys that do kind of pop into the live stream really enjoyed this place. I was kind of shocked that some people always love these random obscure cities that we go to, and it's good though. Like I said, I'm glad I went here. I think I've been to about 8 cities in Vietnam now, and the longer I stay away from these cities, the more that I kind of want to go back. Dong Hoi was like that. Tuy Hoa, not on the same level, but Wien Yon. Wien Yon is definitely a city that I feel like I can visit every year. Not necessarily live there for a long time, but I do like to go check those out. So that was a cool little trip. We only really planned on staying here because it was the center point of the city of Wien Yon to Nha Trang, which Nha Trang is our next destination. That is our big kind of voyage exploring place that we're looking forward to, because everyone tells us Nha Trang is the competitor. Nha Trang is the better version of Da Nang. And I will be the judge of that, or you guys will be the judge of that when you guys see the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Help the channel out. It definitely helps the channel grow. And make sure you guys stick around, because we're almost in the city of Nha Trang, where you guys have desperately been asking me to give you guys my take and compare it to Da Nang. So thanks again. Happy travels.